When you do a Six Sigma project, you need to check whether you are progressing in the right direction or not, whether that project is helping in improving the process or not. And for that, you need some measurements, some matrices. In this section, we will be talking about the matrices which you can use when you are doing a Six Sigma project. So these matrices you can use in the DMAC process. And once again, DMAC is define, measure, analyze, improve and control. And what are the matrices we are talking about here? We will be talking about DPU, which is defects per unit. We will be talking about defects per million opportunities, which is also called as DPMO. And we will be talking about rolled through yield, RTY, and we will be talking about cycle time and the cost of poor quality. So these are the matrices we will be talking about in this section. Let's start with defects per unit first. But even before we talk about defects per unit, we need to understand a key difference between defect and defective. So what is a defect and what's a defective? So here on this slide, I have the definition of a defect and defective. So a defective unit is a non-conforming unit. Let's say if you are talking about a water bottle. One water bottle might have number of defects. Number of defects could include a scratch mark on the bottle, a loose cap, or wrong label. Any of these could be a defect on the bottle. But then the bottle is the one which is defective. So let's understand here is that a defective bottle can have number of defects. On the other hand, if we look at the definition of the defect is a non-conformance on one of many possible quality characteristics of the unit that causes customer dissatisfaction. So anything which causes customer dissatisfaction is a defect. So in this particular case, let's take an example where on that water bottle, we have the loose cap, we have wrong label, we have scratch mark. So on this particular bottle, we have 3 defects here. But then we have one defective bottle. So that's the difference when you look at defect as a measurement or defectives as a measurement. On the next slide, we will be talking about defects per unit, not defective. And remember that one defective item can have multiple number of defects in that. Let's move on to the next slide and learn about DPU, which is defects per unit.